quarter of a mile, every bandit in the air anywhere was over there. So, yeah, mind your P's and Q's leaving here today.
Fans on their feet. Like what they're seeing here in Atlanta today.
Ready to go. Kyle Busch, Chase Briscoe, Ross Chastain, Toyota, Ford, Chevrolet up front, and we're back to green.
You saw Kyle Busch's hand out the window signaling Chase Briscoe. It's time to go. Push, push, push. Didn't get that good lockup on the outside.
He was wanting exactly what William Byron did for Ross Chastain right there to push him out to the lead.
Now, the first 22 cars did not come to pit road.
I'm so impressed, Trackhouse Racing and Ross Chastain, what they've been able to accomplish. Daniel Suarez has been fast. I'm telling you, they're hanging with the big dogs and pretty new organization. They have to be proud of what they've seen so far.
Well, we talked about new winners with Chase Briscoe last week. To me, Ross Chastain has been right there in position to get it done himself for Trackhouse. William Byron to the lead.
Byron went to Hickory Speedway last night, hopped in that same late model that he scored 2 victories at New Smyrna back in February, and he won the Easter Bunny 150 last night.
I can't think of anything of a bigger contrast than Hickory Speedway to Atlanta Motor Speedway today in a stock car for NASCAR. Wow.
Chase Briscoe third in that outside lane. Jamie?
Chase Briscoe says his car is just a little bit loose, but that's not his main problem. He told the team he dropped his big water bottle on the floor. Of course, he can't get it. So, Clint, Jeff, what do you guys do in that situation?
Hope it don't go under the loud pedal. I've had that happen before and freaked out. I'm like, oh, no, don't go under the throttle. Maybe the brake here, but I got to have that throttle all the way down through the floorboard. I have been watching. Watch how fast this 18 car pulls up to that lead car in front of them. Every time down the back straightaway, he pulls right to the bumper.
We listened in on Kyle Busch and company.
Like the 14, he touched me, right? And got me way loose at the start of the trial. The one time, yes. Yeah, before. No, it was just barely a touch. It wasn't like he drilled me. It just, yeah, I was loose there. We'll just have to be mindful of that later on, guys.
I am noticing that car having so much more straightaway speed with that help, that bump or whatever. He doesn't even need to be to his bumper. Every time down the straightaways, he pulls to the car in front of him.
Oh, Briscoe way up high.
I think that was a bump. I think he actually got touched from the 11 of Denny Hamlin and moved him up out of the way. Got loose.
And the track has a little bit of a bump going into turn 3 over there. Look how much momentum is being lost right there. We saw this with Kevin Harvick, his teammate. Now Chase Briscoe loses several positions.
Look at all that 3 wide as a result. Briscoe was right up there. He has fallen to 13th from top 5. Here's another look at it.
So Chase Briscoe in that outside lane. No one.
11 didn't get close to him. He got loose getting into that corner. Did not like it. Chased it up the track. Good save.
Everybody just pouncing on that opportunity when he lost the momentum. Ross Chastain doing a great job here, working both lines. You see William Byron jumped up in front of Kyle Busch.
Again, coming to that push, utilizing that huge push by Kyle Busch.
That's the slingshot right there. It's the old Daytona slingshot is back.
Well, it was engaged in a big way. But look at the difference that it did to Kyle Busch. He got that big push. Kyle had to get out of it a little bit, allowing his teammate in 11 to get right back to his bump.
Hold on, Kyle going up the racetrack. It's the first time Kyle Busch has been in that inside lane, and I just wonder if that car handles just a little bit different down there on the inside.
I don't think he wanted to be down there. I think he had no choice. He had to run and had to do something with it.
Well, why not try it now? You've got 7 laps to the competition caution. I would think this is a good time to experiment.
Absolutely. And you know, what you do on these types of tracks is you just take the momentum wherever it comes from, and you just try to keep that momentum going. So if you get a big run, you don't want to check up in the outside lane. Take it to the inside lane. See if the car will stick down there. Something I'm noticing here typically on these types of racetracks, we see those Fords being able to really lock bumpers and push and shove. We're not seeing where they can do that a whole lot. I just wonder, those Chevrolets, those Toyotas have had good speed at super speedways, but because they can't lock bumpers, they've not been able to take full advantage of this style of racetrack. We're seeing that with the Chevrolets as they're 1, 2, 3 right now.
Ricky Stenhouse leading the inside lane. Now, when we get to turn 3, last time by, Chase Elliott dropped to the bottom in turn 3 like he was going to make a run at Chastain's second spot.
He's kind of doing it just like you do at Daytona. When they get single file in a line like that, try to make that pass, get the run down the straightaway, shoot down to the bottom and make a pass. Didn't quite have the momentum this time, but that's what he's working on.
Yeah,
for the lead.
Oh, here we go. Ross Chastain getting a big run, kind of like what you said that you saw to the 47 of Stenhouse. He got a big enough maybe push from behind, a big run, used the draft, was able to drop to the bottom and go right on by.
Here's another look. Looks a lot like what Kyle Busch did to get the lead.
He almost like held back to Chase Elliott to get that big push and the momentum and the draft. Really nothing you can do if you're the leader, William Byron, in that situation.
But you have to make sure you get clear like that. You don't want to get in turn 1, not be clear. He had the momentum, took the shot, slingshot, engage.
Oh, Denny's not going to get clear here.
Nope.
And now he's going to be waiting on a ride or clear up.
He's going to be waiting on Austin
Tyler
Dillon.
Reddick.
Or Tyler Reddick, sorry.
Well, Bobby Allison is here today. He's got to be smiling, the Hall of Famer. And somewhere up there, David Pearson's looking down and saying, wow, the slingshot's back. This is so cool. It's been a long time since we've seen cars take the lead in that fashion.
Well, I'll be honest, I've enjoyed watching the teams and engineers work in the shops to get these cars prepared to come to the racetrack. But today I'm really enjoying seeing the drivers try to figure out these cars, on the fly, under green flag conditions. They've never played with anything like this before. As you see William Byron take that lead back from Ross Chastain.
And what's so exciting to see is these runs that they're getting. That option's on the table. Do you have a big enough run to make that move, make that pass, and get clear? That's the decision that's on the plate for these guys.
Joey Logano goes downstairs and moves up even with third spot. And he's got help.
Yeah, he does have help with Denny Hamlin, who's got a good handling, fast race car. And here comes Tyler Reddick. So look at that big push that Joey Logano was able to get there.
But much like we saw out of Denny Hamlin and Denny's teammate Kyle Busch, it's a chess match going on out there. Don't make that move if you can't get clear, because you get mired back in traffic and it's the next guy's opportunity.
Now, what do you do if you're Ross Chastain? Do you want to hold on to this position, hold back in second, find that slingshot to try to make your move at the last minute?
I think you do, as long you can afford to take that. Take the shot, take the pass, as long as you can get up and get it back in line on that outside.
Coming to lap 45, and after the field cycles through, they will waive the competition caution.
Chase Elliott might be able to clear.
He's going to. They're all shooting to the bottom.
And the caution waves.
Boy, it's heating up, Jeff.
But that's what I was saying. I'm enjoying watching the drivers play the chess match, trying to figure out where the runs are going to be coming from. What's the handling doing? If I have to lift a little bit inside lane, outside lane, how to make that pass and get clear, and then how do I maintain the lead if I get out front?
But a little bit of discipline goes in that equation as well. If you can't make that pass and get clear and get back in line, maybe you better hold on and wait another lap.
April 16th, the USFL is less